Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy. If you're new here, I am a reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay, and this is another full week of sales video. In these videos, I basically show you what I sold or what sold every day, and then I will speed up the shipping process so that the video is not so long. Today is June 5th. It is Monday, and I am shipping out what sold over the weekend. Now, it is summer slowdown. It is in full, like, summer slowdown is like taking full effect. I feel like my sales have been up and down, but I'm still getting sales, but it's just not like it was before, which is fine. I'm just glad to be getting sales. I did start listing new items last week from the haul that I had got from my mother-in-law, which I did do a video about. If you want to go watch that, that is my last video where I show all the clothes she gave me for me to list to resell. And so that has been generating some sales, which I'm so thankful for. And of course, when I don't have inventory, because I am trying to keep my expenses low and I'm not thrifting as much right now, when I don't have inventory, I am listing and relisting, which is really helping my business as well. I am a part-time reseller. I probably average around 20 hours a week. And right now I'm close to 300 listings. And that just kind of gives you an idea of how my closet is. That way you can kind of compare it with yours and just see where you're at. All right, let's go ahead and hop right into the sales. I have 4 sales. All of them were from Poshmark. And the first one is actually a bins find that I found probably it's been like close to 2 years ago, when I was just starting to go to the bins. This is a Ralph Lauren skirt. It is blue and white pinstriped, very preppy style, 100% cotton. If this was linen, that would have been even better. But this just sat for a while. I think it's because it's a smaller size, maybe. But I did pay maybe around $1 for it. It sold for $15. After fees and everything, I made $9.02. You take the dollar away, I made around $8.02. So that was the first sale. The next sale is an exciting sale. This is a pair of Tory Burch wood wedges. These are such high quality and so nice. There's the little Tory Burch symbol, size 6.5. They did have some wear on the bottom, but just very gorgeous, high quality shoe. These were given to me from my mother-in-law, and I also had these in that haul video from that, which was called like massive shoe haul from my mother-in-law, which I will link below as well. So zero cost of goods for these, and I had listed these pretty high at around $120, and there wasn't much response to that, so I did drop the price to $99, and I received an offer for these of $60, which I countered to $70, and she countered back to $65. And so I kind of did a little bit more research on these just to see how they were doing, what they had sold for, and that was kind of around what comps were saying they were selling for. So I ended up taking that offer. So after fees and everything, I ended up making $52 because my cost of goods was $0. So I will take that. I feel like that is a decent turnaround, especially because I had $0 cost of goods. The next item is really exciting because I had just recently relisted this. I had relisted this like the day before and it sold the very next day. And it's a trench coat and we're in June. So that just goes to show you, relist your items, because there's been so many times where I've relisted something and it's sold within days. This is an Eileen Fisher nylon trench coat. I thought this was a really good find, and it is a good find, but I was expecting a little bit more for it. But after looking at the comps a little bit more closely, it was not doing as good as I thought it was. It does have a flaw on the back, which I did see in the thrift store. It's kind of like the threading's coming out right here. I did note that in the listing, but if you find anything like this and it's like wool or like a better material, obviously it's going to do way better. Even still, this probably retailed for close to $300. So whoever did buy this got a great deal. I did pay $6 for that, which is crazy. And it sold for $40, which after fees and everything, I made $32. then you would take the $6 away. So I made $26. I was expecting that to bring in more income. Could it have did better whenever, you know, winter rolled around? Probably so. But I did have it listed a little bit lower at 48 just because the comps were telling me that's about where that was selling for, and because it did have the fall. So I got that I got that offer of $40, and I was like, yeah, that's a great offer. So I decided to take it. And then the last sale is this Chico's 100% linen sleeveless dress. Very cool looking piece here. I was really excited to find this. I paid $6 for this. It sold for $28 after fees and everything. I made $19.42. You take the $6 away, and I made $13.42. This had set for a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. I was expecting this to sell months ago, but I would definitely pick up something like this again, just because it did have a lot of interest. I just think I had it priced a little bit high. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these packaged up and get to the post office, and I will see you guys when I get more sales. Okay, so it is Thursday, June 8th, and I have not filmed for like 2 days. I was not expecting that to happen, but of course, sometimes when I do these full week of sales videos, and just in general, I mean, life gets busy. Wasn't expecting that. It is early in the morning right now, and it's like not even 10 a.m. yet, but I have got to get my shipping done today. I have 3 sales that I'm going to show you guys, but I was going to say, Tuesday, it was just a day. I had some issues with my chicken, but thank you, Jesus, she's all right. And then yesterday was just another busy day. So that's why I did not film. If this ends up not being as long of a video as I want it to be, I might do 2 weeks of sales, or like 2 full weeks of sales, just because tomorrow I'm actually going out of town. Kind of very unexpected. Wasn't expecting to go out of town. So I'm gonna be out of town for like 2 days. So more than likely, you will not see my face again until Monday. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you the sales that I had for the past couple of days. I had 3 sales, so not like a lot of sales, but I'm still making sales, so I will totally take that. So the first sale is the one and only Macari order. I picked up this bra here. I do not usually sell intimates, but the reason I had picked this up is because, my goodness, I can't get it. There we go. It is new with tags, and it is Adore Me, which is a really good brand. I think this bra retails for like $50, and I just wanted to see how it would do, and it's a larger size too. So it's more like an experimental piece. Will I pick up bras again? If it's new with tags, I probably will. I paid like $4 for that. Ended up selling on Mercari for $19. After fees and everything for Mercari, I made $15.90. And then you would take away my cost of goods, so I made $11.90. Mercari is a lot better about fees and everything, so usually I make more money on Mercari from my items, for my items. And then the next sale, is this Athleta piece. You might hear one of my chickens in the background. They are egg songing right now, and one of them's being really loud. So it's this Athleta piece. I actually found this when I had went on into another town to thrift one day. I was really excited to find it. It's like a Athleta hoodie, very simple, but it is extra large, so I picked it up. Was not realizing that the actual drawstring was missing. So I was definitely expecting more from this, but because of that flaw, unfortunately it did not sell for very much. I paid $4.89. She's being so loud. I paid $4.89 and it finally sold. I've had this listed for a while. It finally sold for $17. I was so happy to see this thing sell. After everything, I made $11.58, and then you would take away my cost of goods, so I made like $6.69. If it had not been flawed, I would have made way more for that, but you know, sometimes that happens. And I think someone had mentioned, I think it was on here, like someone had commented on one of my videos when I was showing this in a haul, and she was like, just still, you know, list it. I've listed like flawed Athleta pieces and it will sell. So I did, and it did sell. So I appreciate that bit of advice because I was not sure if I should list it or not, and I'm just thankful that it did sell. Okay, so this is the sale that I had yesterday, or actually last night. I just listed this thing. Like, okay, when I tell you I had just listed this thing, I think this dress here was listed for 30 minutes maybe, and it's sold. So this is a vintage denim jumper dress. This is definitely like a bolo style. If you see this out and about, pick it up. There's been so many times that I have seen, like, not quite like this, but just vintage dresses that I felt to pick up and I did not. From now on, if I feel that the style was good, I'm going to pick it up because this sold so quickly. It is a bigger size. It's a size 3X. It's just from a brand called Crossroads. I'm sure that could have even been like Walmart for all I know, but just anything like this that is very 90s is just very on trend. So I had listed it for $35, and 30 minutes later I received an offer for $25, which I countered to $30, which was kind of around the mark I was wanting to make from this dress. She countered to $28, and because I had just listed it, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't go lower than that. And I countered back to $30, and she accepted. So I made $24. You would subtract the $6 that I made from that. My earnings was $18. I'll completely take that. That was a very quick listing, and literally I got that money right then. Like, crazy. That doesn't always happen, but again, if you see anything like this, pick it up. Great pickup there, and I'm so glad I decided to pick it up. So let's go ahead and get this packaged up and get this shipping done so that these people get their stuff, because one of these is like almost late, which I hate when that happens. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I get more sales. Okay, so it is Monday, June 12th. And as I had said on Thursday, I wasn't going to film again until Monday just because we went out of town for 2 days. Actually for a full day, and then we came back like the next night. So we left early Monday morning. Friday morning. And then we didn't get home until Saturday night. But we had a really good time. We did some, just had some rest time yesterday. And yeah, woke up this morning and I've had quite a stressful day, unfortunately. But it's just a part of life. I'm having some issues again with one of my other chickens, and all I can say is if you're thinking about getting backyard chickens, just really do your research and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, because it can be quite a stressor. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, over the weekend, sales were not that great. I was not expecting them to be. On top of me not working that much, we're also in summer slowdown. So, that's just going to happen. But let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can, because I think what I'm going to do, since I didn't have many days last week that I filmed, I'm probably going to do this as a 2 full weeks of sales, which I've never done before. But I'm going to try to make it just really short as possible. So yeah, 2 sales. I had a sale on Poshmark and a sale on eBay. So the eBay sale was this Eileen Fisher little lightweight cardigan. If you've watched my haul videos, you would have saw this. This was part of like one of the best hauls that I've ever had. I think that's what I named that video. But I found a bunch of Eileen Fisher that day, and even though Eileen Fisher, like a lot of people don't pick it up, I did pick up these pieces because most of them were 100% linen, which makes them even more desirable. That sold for $35. Not quite sure of my fees on eBay at this point, but I paid $5 for it. So if you subtracted that from the $35, I would make around $30, and then you would subtract any fees that eBay took out. And then the next sale was possibly in a haul video as well, but I cannot remember. This is a Life is Good long sleeve tee. It has like the mountain details. I like to pick up this brand just because it has a really good following, and this one has like a little smiley face on the back. I don't know if all their pieces have that, but this was in like new condition, so that was the reason I picked it up. And I will definitely continue to pick up this brand just because it always sells very quickly. Not for a lot, but it sells quickly. So I paid $5 for this, and that ended up selling for $22. After fees, I made $15.58, and then you subtract that $5, so I made $10.58. So not the craziest sales weekend, but again, just it's all right. You have weekends like that, I did have like quite a bit of clothing that I picked up when I was in Orlando, so hopefully I can film a thrift haul sometime this week. So this video will probably be out before that, I'm thinking, so just be looking out for that. And yeah, instead of speeding up the process of the shipping, I'm just going to show you guys what I'm mailing things off in. The eBay order is just going to go in a poly mailer, very simple. I might wrap it in some plastic just because it did sell for $35, like it's a little bit pricier of an item. And then the Poshmark order is just going to be put in some paper, wrapped up as usual, and put in a Tyvek envelope. And yeah, I will see you guys when I get some more sales. Okay, so it is Wednesday, June 14th, and I still have not listed not one thing this week. I am just so behind on everything, but I've kind of just took the last couple of days really just to take care of other things that were needed. And yeah, I went ahead and ran a sale today just because nothing seems to be moving, nothing seems to be selling. So the things that I'm about to show you, I would say are things not to pick up when you're, going to find things to list. Just because these are things that have been sitting that I finally found a buyer that would buy them, and they sold for a very low amount. So these next couple of items I would not recommend. picking up, but I am glad to see them go. I do have one Macari sale, and actually I wanted to say too, forgive my hair because I just literally just threw it in a bun for this video. These are wanting to stick together, and that is so irritating. Okay, so I had one Macari sale, which was actually a personal item that I had listed for very low. I think I had this listed for like 10 bucks. This is a New Day mustard yellow t-shirt. Very simple. I did list it though because I think it's been about 2 months ago now. I went through my entire closet and just purged things, and even things like this that is not very substantial or anything, I went ahead and listed just for a really low amount because I was like, if I can make like $1 or $2 off of these items, that's better than not making anything at all. I bought this from the Goodwill like over a year ago, and I maybe wore it once. So I ended up making $5.45 from this, and I think I paid like $4.59. So I still got my money back plus some, even though I did get some wear out of it as well. So that is a winner in my book. The next sale, this brand actually, I know I'd said at the first, this is probably items you don't want to pick up. This brand actually though is pretty good. This is a pair of sandals from BOC, which is like, I think it's called Born of Concepts. I love picking up this brand. They sell really well. This one though just happened to be on my 40% off sale today, so someone got a really good deal. These are a size 7, and there is kind of like some wear to the bottoms, as you can see, but nothing like crazy. These sold for $16. I had a 0 cost of goods from them because my mother-in-law gave them to me, so I made $10.78. And then the next item is also one that I have had listed for a really long time. This one is the one that I've had listed for the longest. This is a halter style. I don't know if this is like a dress or a tank top. I don't really know. But I've had this listed for 2 years. My mother-in-law gave this to me 2 years ago. And it's really cute. And it's by this brand called Aqua. And this brand stuff is really cute, but for some reason it will not move for me. I even have a dress by this brand listed right now that is gorgeous, and for some reason it will not move. I've lowered the price. I've sent out very hefty offers on it, and it just will not move. The same with this one, but this one finally sold today for $7. But to me, that's a win because 0 cost of goods, plus it's gone. I don't have it in my inventory anymore. And it's been listed for like 2 years now. So made $2.03 from that one. And this next one was actually a pickup that I thought was going to do really well. And I had bought this last spring. So again, another one that's just been listed for a really long time. But it does have flaws. This is kind of like a cover up. I don't know if you would call this like a swimsuit cover up. Sorry, I can't show clothes. I just don't know how to do it. But it's by Lane Bryant. It's like a linen blend. It's cream colored. It's just like a nice staple piece. But it just would not move. No one seemed to want it. And also there is a flaw, like somewhere on here, there's a little bit of discoloration, which I noted. And that's probably why it was not selling. But it did finally sell for $12. I paid $4.59 for this. After the fees for Poshmark, I made $7.03. And then if you took the $4.59 I paid, I made $2.44. So again, this is that type of sales day where I did not make very much money, but I am moving inventory out. I have like 25-ish or 30 pieces, 25 to 30. I think it's around 25 pieces of clothing that I'm going to be listing over the next 2 weeks, where I went to the bins in Orlando, like I mentioned in the last little clip. So I'm trying to move things that I know is just sitting and not moving. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this packaged, and I'm going to skip that part, but pretty much everything like this, these, Like these 2 items are going to go in a Tyvek. And then this is going to go in a poly. And then these I will probably just put in a 1097 box, which I will have those listed below. Or I might even put this in a Tyvek. I'll just kind of see how it feels when I wrap it in some paper. And yeah, I will see you guys probably Friday when I get more sales, hopefully.